Greetings, or shall I say, Qapla', Captains. I am your host, Brent Justice. Welcome to my gaming channel, Just Gaming for Us. I'm in the game Star Trek Online, and I am continuing the Klingon playthroughs. So this is A House Divided. It is the new update that was released in Star Trek Online, and the video I'm doing today is based on that update. Came out June 30th, 2020. I am continuing that playthrough series where I look at all the new content of that update. One of the new pieces of content that I have not played yet, and it's finally time to do, is the new TFO, or Task Force. We have, what's it called? Best Served Cold. So I have not played this yet. I have no idea what to expect. I think it might deal with Ruapinte. In fact, yeah, it says it right there. That's about all I know from this. Jula maybe will show up. I don't know. I've never played it. I don't know what to expect. So this is continuing A House Divided content. We'll put it in that playlist so you can check out this video. Now, I have to make a disclaimer. Because I've never played this before, I probably won't do very well this first playthrough. Probably will suck. But that's just because I don't know how to play it. I don't know the mechanics, I don't know the rules, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. So I'll learn those things over time as I play it more and more after this. And then what I'll probably do is, if I actually become somewhat decent at it, maybe I'll make some other subsequent videos where I'm playing it and doing a better job at it. So I apologize if I suck this first time. That's just the way it is. I am playing on my Klingon character. It's fitting. I mean, Klingon stuff, Klingon content, Klingon faction. Although the TFO can be played on any faction character, I'm playing it on the Klingon, my main Klingon. This is my primary Klingon character. She is an Orion female. She is an engineer. She is flying a Tier 5U Moog battlecruiser, so not even a Tier 6 ship, but it's kind of got a crystalline entity kind of design with crystalline torpedoes and anti-proton weapons and stuff. Very cool, but it is not a Tier 6 ship. Now, I do want to upgrade to a Tier 6 ship in the future. I just haven't done that yet. Don't have the Zen for it. I want to get the Tier 6 version of the Moog battlecruiser, and it does exist. So I look forward to that in the future one day. Anyway, just wanted to make it clear what I'm playing on, so you know. Eligible for a House Divided event. Okay, play to earn daily progress in the event once per day per account. We already know that. Stop Captain Akar's attempt to liberate prisoners from the Klingon prison on Ruapinte. I'm pugging this. No pre-made team here. You just saw me click the thing, so... There's only one difficulty of it, it looks like, so I don't have to worry about advanced or elite difficulties, just one normal version. So let's go in and see what this is about. I'm going to have to take the time to read it, though.
Akar of House Mokai has a fleet in orbit over Ruapinte. His forces have disabled the satellite control stations in orbit and landed on the surface. They're freeing the prisoners there.
Destroy Akar's fleet.
We must destroy
Reactivate
Akar's
stations.
Reactivate the stations.
Prevent prisoners from escaping.
The prisoners from escaping.
What enemies are in the
There's
area?
an enemy fleet holding position between us and Ruapinte. They're the bait. There's bound to be another force under cloak in the area, ready to strike. The Mokai figured out how to bypass the defenses of the satellites and disable them. Remember, the Mokai are devious. If I know Akar...
Do we know where Akar is?
We can't say for sure, but we know he's in charge of the operation. He's out there, probably under cloak, like the scheming Patak he is.
So maybe he's the boss fight or something in this?
Once we've dealt with that fleet, we need to reactivate the defense control stations. Some of the worst criminals in the Empire on Ruapinte. Akar of House Mokai. Once we've dealt...
I think I got it. Holy crap. I might not have got it, but I'm just going to follow the lead on everybody else here. Maybe other people have played it. Got some big ships in here. I think we have to destroy the fleet first and then, like, do satellite stuff or something.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
I am getting some lag, so that's terrible. Well, that was
Watch
pretty
out.
simple.
Get within 5 kilometers of each station to reactivate.
Okay.
This is Akar, son of Akam.
So we basically have to like split up.
Before dishonor.
We have to split up, get close to the satellite so it
The
starts
enemy
healing.
is cunning. Consider every weapon.
I think. And then also take
Those
out the
Mokai
Mokai.
infiltrators are uploading the virus. Stay within 5 kilometers.
Okay,
Other
I
stations
see.
to counter.
Infected, secured, okay.
Destroy the infiltrators to solve that problem permanently. Control Station Alpha is under our control now.
Oh, I see. Cool. So it shows you if you have control of it. That's a cool graphic.
Target shields have failed.
Here's the problem, though. Nobody's at Gamma. We've got people at Alpha and Beta, nobody at Gamma. I think we secured this one completely.
Control Station Beta is ours again.
And we got, or no, we got Beta. Well, it says Alpha secure. Oh, because it is. But do they keep coming? Do I need to stay here, or can I move over to Gamma? That's my question now. Because I can see that they do come back to attack it. But nobody's defending Gamma, so I'm concerned about that. Do we really need, like, everybody really needs to spread out like this?
Target's shields have failed.
Control Station Gamma has been restored.
Okay.
Target's shields have failed.
Okay. I guess we kind of have to fly back and forth or really spread up. There's 5 of us in here, so there's enough people to spread to each one. Put 3 on each one, and then a couple of people fly between them as needed, maybe.
Target's shields have failed.
We have a time limit, though, and I want to maintain control of this one.
Target's shields have failed.
We almost have it fully secure. Oh, the defense satellites are mine now. Briefing, prison break. Probably have to come out a red alert for the briefing.
The enemy is on the move. Prisoners commandeered transport vessels and are lifting off from Rua Pinte. We're also reading a force of enemy vessels approaching at high warp.
The Mokai will try to take control of the satellites again. Take out any infiltrators you see. Beam over a security team to capture disabled transports. The transports will rendezvous with the Kittimer once they're under our control. Protect captured transports if you can. The Mokai.
Okay,
A
well,
transport is leaving the
Ship
surface.
is under
this is going to
prisoners are fighting to escape.
be
Target's
complicated.
shields have failed.
Mokai infiltrators en route to Gamma. Eliminate them at once.
Okay, so where are the transports I'm supposed to... Golly, there's a lot of people here.
are bold. Stupid, but bold.
Mokai infiltrators closing on Beta Station. Stop them!
Alright, I'm looking for the transport. I don't know where they
More
are.
transports just broke atmosphere. Don't let them escape.
Target's shields have failed.
I'm looking for them and I don't see the transports.
Reading infiltrators. Heading toward Beta and Gamma Station. Take them out!
Picking up 3 more transports on
Target's
sensor.
shields have failed.
Stop them.
Oh, okay, these are the transports. They're down here in the atmosphere. Capture them. Okay. Man, it's hard then to really be so
Mokai
spread out.
infiltrators closing on all stations. Stop them!
It's hard to be spread out between the prisoner transports and the stations. I guess you need one guy on each station, and then you need one guy down here doing the transport.
Just broke orbit. You know what to do.
You would have to be very organized, and that's impossible in a pug.
Target's shields have
Because
failed.
they're pretty far away from the stations.
All ships, 8 transports are making a break for it. Do not let them get away.
Stop, prison break, transport. We haven't secured any other transports? I thought I've been capturing them, but it says I haven't. And we got 1 of 20 now. I guess they have to fly to a location or something. Get to a waypoint. That must be it.
Target's shields have failed.
Yeah. Guys, it's just all over the place. This is a messy TFO. I don't know exactly where to go. And I think that's the problem everyone else is having too. They don't know what to defend and what to do and what to focus on and concentrate on. Because we're all over the place.
Target's shields have failed.
I'm getting as many transports as I can, but while I'm doing this, I can't worry about the stations, the satellites.
Target's shields have failed. Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields
It
have
doesn't
failed.
say for how long we need to do this. Like no time limit, I guess. Usually it has a countdown clock.
Target's shields have failed.
See, somebody defeated this, but didn't capture it. If you don't capture it, it doesn't count.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Any more? Did I get them all? But see, nobody's over here at Gamma. Everyone's focused on Beta and Alpha over here, and look at Gamma, completely overrun. So it's just totally ignored. Why is everybody ignoring Gamma?
Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
I mean, look at this. Gamma is completely
Target's
overrun.
shields have failed.
I mean, everyone just abandoned it.
Looks like we stopped them. The prison is secure, and the rebels have been stopped. Stand by to assist the security forces on Rua Pinte.
Looks like the Mokai have something to say. I'm getting a hail from Akar.
I think you'll find my virus is more resilient than you imagined.
Every dilithium hauler in the system just altered course. They're heading for the control stations. Cunning bastard turned them into seeking weapons. Very explosive seeking weapons.
Destroy them, but stay out of their blast radius. Anything within 5 kilometers will regret it. Briefly. Fight
Will
well,
regret it briefly.
and if necessary, die well. Come.
So basically, we're gonna have some big old bombs we got to
Ship is under attack.
take care of here. I see, okay. So basically just big explosions and we need to take them out. But we still have to defend the satellites at the same time.
Right shields failing.
Alpha and Gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing.
Being a bit overrun here where I'm at.
All stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Left shields failing.
I'm being overrun here because I'm all by myself. I mean,
Rear shields failing.
I can't do it all by myself. I'm
Hull
at one of the
integrity below
satellites. I'm at
75.
All
Gamma.
stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Holy crap. Look at this. 5 people's not enough to handle all this. I'm sorry. We need a 10-player team. Seriously. Yeah, 5 people can't handle all this. This is too much.
All stations have dilithium haulers in
Warning.
proximity.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to do about it? I'm just going to run away. I think running away, that's the best course. I'm just going to run away. Alpha is completely overrun.
Rear shields failing.
Yeah, I can't get close or I'm going to die.
Target's shields
Alpha and
have
Gamma
failed.
stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Picking up multiple signals on long-range sensors. Looks like more dilithium haulers.
The explosions don't hurt me too bad.
Target's shields have failed.
Holy crap, look at that. What? No way.
Dilithium haulers are dropping out of port. Keep those stations secure.
Four shields failing.
I wish destroying one of the haulers would destroy the other haulers if they're like next to them.
Left shield failing.
Oh, okay, that one did hurt me.
Target's shields have failed.
Wow. Yeah, it's like impossible to get them all.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Defend Station Beta, failed. Defend Station Gamma, failed. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You need a 10-player team for this.
Target's shields have failed.
Because it's just too much. Too much for 5 people. Especially if everybody's in one place and they're not spread out. Then there's just no way. You're supposed to get 100 of them too. That's a lot.
Below 75%. Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 75%.
See if I can get over here and get this one.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Almost got them all.
All ships, withdraw!
Ooh, available rewards. My menu has been messed up forever. Check this out. I can't resize my window. I can only move it, which means I can't scroll through my options and hit the accept reward button. Like, let's say I want to take, what do I want? Let's just say I want fleet marks. I can't click the button because it's in the way. And I can't resize this window. It'll only move, it won't resize. It'll minimize. So it only lets me get a random reward because I can't click the accept reward button. Somebody tell me how to fix this. I've tried everything. I tried resizing the resolution of the game. I've tried everything, but I cannot resize this window. Except to do that, which minimizes it to nothing. See, when I open it, it starts like this. It's squished, but if I just click it, it just goes to full. And I can't do nothing. I cannot select my reward. I have had this problem for a long time now. How to do you? You don't work. You are broken to me. That really sucks. Because I want to select my reward. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to be able to do? One click and it just goes full screen no matter what I do. I'm gonna have to probably like reset all my windows to their default settings in the game, all the HUD or whatever. It's gonna be annoying. Well, I can't select my reward, guys. It won't let me. Why is it behind? Why is the accept rewards like menu behind the thing? Drives me nuts. Work. All I want you to do is work. I'm just gonna have to let it go itself. Okay, well anyway, it's gonna have to auto select a reward for me because I can't manually select it. Besides that, let's talk about this TFO. I thought it was a little... Okay, let me put it this way. It's one of these TFOs where you need to be coordinated. I don't know how Cryptic expects you to be coordinated and work as a team in a pug, though. And most people are going to play this in a pug. They're going to load up the load up the TFO queue, and they're going to run it from this, which is a pug. That's how they're mostly going to play it. Well, as you can see, what happens in those things is nobody will talk to you because nobody cares. Everybody's playing their own game. They're in their own mindset, their own closed viewpoint. They're looking only at what they're doing, and they don't care what you're doing, and they don't care what you're saying in the chat box. They are playing their own game, and it's completely separate from you, even though you're in the same map trying to do the same thing. That's how pugs work. So I don't know how Cryptic expects us to be a cohesive team and coordinate a strategy in a pug. It doesn't work. So they shouldn't make TFOs that force you or require you or help if you do that. They shouldn't make TFOs based on that fact then, because that's just not how you play them. That's just in the pug. That's just not what you do. And what I mean by that is, in this kind of scenario, it seems like it's one of those TFOs where you have to be separate. You need to everyone needs to have a dedicated area that they're focused in. You got 5 players total, and you got 3 of the satellites. So there should be 1 player on each satellite. That's 3 of the 5 players, but each one assigned to the satellite. And you stay there and you work on that location. Then the other 2 people, they can fly between the satellites and give aid where needed. Also, when you get to the part where you have to save the transports, that's where those 2 people that are flying between can now stop doing that, and they can go take out the transports and do the beaming and whatever and take care of that. So you still got each person assigned to each satellite, Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, and then you have 2 people working on the transports. You're separated, you've got your own set of goals, and that's what you focus on. You don't waver from that. Then when it gets to the last part where you have to take out the dilithium things, still the same thing basically. The people assigned to the satellites stay there and work around there, destroying everything they can, while the 2 other people take out all of those dilithium transports as much as they can. If you don't do that, what ends up happening, and what I saw here, is people stay in one area or group together and all stay together in one area and ignore other areas. For example, the Gamma satellite was completely ignored for a very long time, just completely ignored. And that's because everyone was grouping around each other. They're like, oh, this person's going over here, I'm going to go with them and group with him. And you know, even though we're not, quote, playing together, I'm just going to fire at whatever he's firing at. And that's what happens. And so when you do that, other parts of the map that you're supposed to do, other things you're supposed to take care of, are completely ignored, because people are only focused on what they're looking at. They're not looking at where all the players are. For example, when I go into a TFO, I look at where all the players are. I look at, like, okay, this guy's over here, this guy's over here, he's doing this, he's doing that. I look at the menu and see what I need to be doing and say, okay, nobody's taking care of that. Nobody's on the Gamma thing. Nobody's taking out transports. Nobody's doing whatever. So I'm going to take on that role and that responsibility. If nobody else is doing it, then I need to do it because nobody's doing it. So that's how you need to look at these TFOs, especially one like this. You need to say, this guy's over here, he's taking care of that satellite. This guy's, okay, they're taking care of that satellite, but this one's getting ignored. I need to go over here and do something about that. And if everyone did that, then I think these things would work out well, where everyone goes to where they need to go to take care of everything. But the problem is people don't do that. They don't look at that, and they all just kind of bunch together and group together, and then the whole thing gets ignored. All the other parts get ignored. And and people don't listen in the chat. You can say whatever you want, but they're not reading the chat. They got it closed, or they don't care. So that's the problem I have with this TFO, is that in a TFO where you need to be coordinated and have a strategy and assign yourself to different areas, that doesn't work for a pug, and most people are going to play this as a pug. That's just the way it's going to be played. So Cryptic needs to think about that when they make these TFOs. They need to think, okay, the majority of people are playing this as a pug. They're not going to be coordinated. Let's try to make it with that in mind. So that's my biggest issue with this TFO, is that it's too spread out for a pug, too spread out. And so everybody just sticks in one area, and you're never going to accomplish all the tasks 100%. That's just the way that is. But as for, if it's fun or not, I actually enjoyed it. It's on the shorter side, which I really enjoy. Don't enjoy the big long ones. I used to back in the day. If you get a good team together and you play one of those long ones, long ground missions or whatever, TFOs, that used to be fun in the day. But now, with the way the game is played, it's good just to get in and get out. And it was interesting, but maybe a little too much dialogue. That takes up a little bit of time. It wasn't needed, all that dialogue. They could have just got to the point and just done the TFO. If people want dialogue, play the missions. TFOs don't need dialogue. TFOs are all about the combat. They're all about getting in there and doing that combat. So maybe a little too much, too heavy on the dialogue. That took a little more time in the thing. But let's see, as for the mechanics and everything, I mean, it had several different things you had to do that could be hard for some people to keep up with, but I guess the more you play it, you'll probably get better at it and figure out, where you want to go and what you want to do to do it better. So at first I thought it was going to be a little more complex and not to my liking, but after playing it this first time now, it's decent, it's okay. But I'll really get a better opinion of it as I play it more and more. This was only my very first time. So let me play this a whole bunch more times, and maybe I'll have a different opinion about it. But right now it's okay. It's okay. I don't hate it. I'm not enthralled with it. It's just kind of average, just kind of there. I do think it's a little complex for a pug. I think it's too spread out, as I mentioned. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, so that's the new TFO. I wish it actually had a little bit more to do, since it does deal with Rura Penthe. We see it from space, but it feels just like any other planet in the game. It would have been nice if there was a ground component to it. Would have been nice to go on to Rura Penthe itself, on the ground, the ice cold freezing ground of Rura Penthe, and have a ground TFO there. That would have been kind of interesting, I think. Anyway, there you go. That was the task force operation in Star Trek Online that came out with A House Divided called Best Served Cold. Let me know what you think of this TFO in Star Trek Online, and are you going to be playing it a lot or not? Let me know below. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Check out Twitter at Brent_Justice for updates. You can follow me there. Also, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Brent Justice. This helps support the channel and also allows me to publish more and more videos.